go. Hello everyone, this is Across the Board with Jeff Grant here at SBRforum.com, and we have a tremendous Western Conference matchup to talk about here at SBRvideo.com. Of course, I'm talking about the Oklahoma City Thunder versus the Memphis Grizzlies at the FedEx Forum in Memphis. Oklahoma City opened up as 1.5-point road favorites, now listed as 1.5-point underdogs, while the total is held steady at 191.5. There will definitely be future odds movement to monitor in this matchup, so definitely go to SBRodds.com. 11-3 their last 14 games, the Oklahoma City Thunder, but they're going to be looking to bounce back from a 114-104 setback to the Denver Nuggets as 9.5-point home favorites last night. The Nuggets, impressive fashion in picking up that victory, definitely when you consider they were finishing out a back-to-back situation. The Thunder need to solve their issues in the paint defensively. They allowed 72 points in the paint, and the Memphis Grizzlies are one of the top 10 units in the NBA offensively in that particular category. 1.5 games back of the top spot in the Western Conference standings. If the playoffs started today, the Oklahoma City Thunder would be the number 2 seed. They are 1.5 games back of the San Antonio Spurs, but comfortably 4 games ahead of the Memphis Grizzlies, who occupy the number 3 spot. 6-1 straight up and against the spread when finishing out a back-to-back situation off a straight-up loss since last season. And this team is tremendous when bouncing back after a loss, 29-6 straight up overall since the beginning of the 2011-12 campaign. Favored in the last 7 meetings in the series, so it wasn't very shocking to see them open up as a favorite in this contest. But now that they're an underdog, there may be some value in backing the under. 11-1 straight up and against the spread in their last 12 games when facing teams that allowed 91 points or less, as the Memphis Grizzlies are the top defensive team in all of the NBA. Memphis has snapped a 2-game losing streak last time out, picking up a 92-77 victory over the Minnesota Timberwolves as 12.5-point home favorites. That one taking place on Monday, and they've gone over under the total in their last 4 affairs. 26-8 straight up at home. That includes a 16-5 mark versus conference opponents, and they've held 58 of 66 opponents this year to under 100 points. Some sports betting trends for this particular matchup: 20-7 to the over the last 27 meetings, and the road team has gotten the cash in 5 of the last 6. Oklahoma City 0-3 ATS as an underdog when held under the century mark this year. I think Memphis accomplishes that task. I'm not exactly excited to play the Memphis Grizzlies due to the 3-point line move, but a lot of the action came in on Oklahoma City overnight, and yet the line moved 3 points. So my recommendation on this game is to back the Memphis Grizzlies -1.5 over the Oklahoma City Thunder, but I think this line's going to go back toward pick'em range, so I definitely wait to see if you can get a better number before this one tips off at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. This has been another edition of Across the Board with Jeff Grant here at SBRforum.com. Cut.